Well, by the way, everyone, big trigger warnings for a lot of stuff. In the description, you can read it. All right?
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
This movie was a total failure because they didn't include...
I'm the Joker, baby!
Cut.
Welcome to Reshoot, amateurs in no suits. Too many movies to explore. Ruthie, Hector, and Ed, laughter till the end. Let's see something never done before.
Yes, Ed. Direct me more. Yes.
I'm not editing this one. You can keep that in if you want.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So-
Hello, everyone.
Welcome
to Reshoot, an average guide to gooder film.
Two jokers trying to narrate this opening at the same time.
Oops, we're all jokers. It's the mum
Only
edit.
jokers.
It's the made up movies edit.
The mum cut is
The
here.
mum cut. Release the
Yes.
mum cut.
I am one of your hosts, Arthur.
I'm
That's Ed.
another one of your hosts, Harley.
I'm the Joker, baby. I'm Hector.
And I'm Ruthie.
And Ed.
In this podcast, we take movies that we like, dislike, somewhere between, and we make corrections, fixes, and we make them objectively better.
Object.
Today we are doing, I'm gonna butcher this, Joker Folie à Deux.
You forgot
Folie
the
à deux.
Folie à
Folie à
Deux.
Deux. Joker Folie à Deux.
Folie à poo poo.
Folie
Just how bad can we abstract
Folie à
this?
Doo-Doo. Folie à Doo-Doo for the D.
Folly doo-doo. I don't
Folie à
Nailed it.
Deux.
Fallout
Alright.
poo poo.
Yeah.
I actually watched that, though.
It is not the show is not poo poo.
Joker
No,
Fallout, that was just the Snyder Cut ending of Justice League.
Ah, true.
All
Yeah,
right.
Joker 2. Joker
Electric
Dos.
Boogaloo.
Yeah.
I think
Literally Electric
I know
Boogaloo.
we say we shouldn't. I can give a quick synopsis.
Okay.
It starts off with, I'm going to be a little snippy here. It starts off with character regression. Arthur's depressed. He didn't learn anything.
No. It doesn't start with it doesn't just start with that. It starts out with a Looney Tunes-esque little animated bit where he's like combating with the
yeah.
shadow. Then it cuts into the movie and it never does that again.
I mean,
As a Looney Tunes girly, you missed your shot. I get it, animation, but like
Zaslav cancels all animation just to hire him back for this one film. The man should be fired.
Zaslav.
And
stop
anyway.
pussyfooting around. If you're gonna do a little bit of animation, add a little more animation in. I don't know. Grow up.
Yeah.
I want my Looney Tunes.
So we're gonna movie.
After the Looney Tunes bit,
After Looney Tunes bit, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He's all depressed, but he gets permission from what's the name of the actor? Jackie.
The guard.
The guard from the Banshees of Inisherin.
Brendan
Oh!
Thank you.
Brendan Gleeson.
Brendan Gleeson. So he goes. So he's like, yeah, I like singing. You like singing. I'm gonna put you in the choir group. He meets. I don't remember her name. Is it just
Harley.
Lee? Is
Her
it
name
just
is
Lee?
Harley. Harley.
I thought it was just Lee.
No, she goes by Lee, but her name is Harley Quinzel.
Same name.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I burnt my family alive.
She just torched the apartment,
She
and then her
torched the
parents institutionalized her.
Well, I think she said she killed her dad. Her dad was dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, I did all this because I want to be like you. And then they try to escape. It doesn't work. He's about to go to court because they want to put a death penalty on him. But at the same time, he has a lawyer who's like, no, the Joker's a distinct personality.
Yeah, they keep doing multiple personality disorder defense, which, I don't know, it made no sense.
It's
Yeah,
now known as dissociative identity disorder.
But it does take place in the 80s before dissociative identity disorder was
That's
renamed.
very recent. Like,
Also, this is like right the timeline. This is like right after it got diagnosed, and because it's so sensational, it was like a lot of people didn't believe it existed. Sorry, I'll butt out now.
No, you're fine. But yeah, so that happens. The movie ruined. There's a big court fight. Harley sleeps with Joker, says she's pregnant. Basically, he gets all. So he fires his. Harley convinces him to fire his lawyer. He decides to go on trial, defend himself as the Joker.
For crimes of joking.
He makes fun of the bodyguard of his prison guards. And then when he comes back one night, they sexually assault him, and then they also kill his one friend in prison, and that makes him sane. And I get the realization, the real meaning of it, like, oh, okay, he realizes that he can't, like, no one's there for him, even as a Joker, so he wants to be Arthur again. And then right as he's about to be sentenced for the death penalty, a car bomb goes off. Harley leaves him because he told everyone, I'm not Joker, I'm just Arthur. They help him escape. He goes to talk to Harley, who bought his apartment, and then she's just like, no, I don't love you anymore. And then he gets arrested, and then the guards are like, hey, there's a guest for you. And then as they're walking, this the psychopath, like, prisoner who's been in the background a little bit here and there, goes up, stabs Arthur a bunch of times with a glass shank, and then cuts a smile into his own face in the background, implying he's the real Joker. Arthur is not. He's just the guy who gave the idea for the Joker. And that's where the damn movie ends.
Yeah, he gives himself a Glasgow smile.
Yes.
Like,
Heath
the
Ledger's
best Joker ever.
Yeah.
That's not Mark Hamill, though, Ed. Mark Hamill never did that.
No, Heath Ledger. I'm just saying, like...
Yeah, I'm just giving you
he's
shit.
the best live action, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the movie, guys.
It's depressing. Don't watch it.
Also,
you didn't even mention the musical numbers.
Yeah, I was about to say
right.
that. Yeah, sprinkled throughout the movie are songs about love. A lot of them are kind of gospel-y. Usually he's singing, or he's always singing. Sometimes Harley's there. She's mostly there.
It's a jukebox musical, and what that means is that people who it's songs from other places. They just it's just a bunch of covers.
None of these songs were original. I'm sure.
There was one that was made by Lady Gaga, and it was and it was only instrumental.
What?
It was during the dancing scene.
That's really dumb.
It's really stupid. No,
so Build a Mountain isn't one of them?
No, Build a Mountain's not one of them.
Build a Mountain, I think, is a gospel.
I think it's a gospel song. I recognize actually a handful of songs, which says a lot about my music taste.
They sounded familiar.
Yeah, no, a lot of them. I could, like, what the world needs now is love. I'm gonna stop so we don't get copyrighted.
This is podcast. Copyright.
Copyright struck.
I know. Let me just the joke.
Joker, baby.
Let's run it to the ground, just like Todd Phillips Ronaldo's goodwill into the ground.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going last.
First?
Yeah, episode Cesar. What?
Oh yeah, who's the Cesar for this?
I figured this is an anniversary one. Okay, sure.
It should be you.
All right, sure. So I picked this movie for a few reasons. One, I saw the D- cinema score, and I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be juicy.
He was so excited. Out of all three of us, the most excited, and then he comes out of the theater the most angry.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. Did both of you hate the movie, like,
beginning to end? He hated the movie a lot more than I did. I just thought it was bad, and I did not enjoy it. He hates it.
I genuinely, the third act ruined any goodwill. I'm not even going to watch the Hangover movie because I don't want to support Todd Phillips.
Damn.
That's how bad it is.
I might give this movie the highest grade of us three for the first time ever.
No, you've done it before.
No, that was Cure for Wellness.
I'd rather watch Cure for Wellness than watch this again.
Yeah,
genuinely.
Cure for Wellness is a genuinely good movie.
No, it's not. But it's not. But
y'all don't know.
You're joking on your spit there, huh?
I'm joking on my spit.
I'm the spit, baby. Wait.
Pick someone, Hector.
Okay, I just want to say, one, that was the D- cinema score, juicy. Two, this was Joker 1 was our first episode. If you go way back and listen, maybe don't. You don't have to. It was, God, we were all babies. Mm-hmm. 3, it lines up, by the time this episode releases, it should be our 4th year as a podcast. Yep. So, woo, congrats to us.
Also, true to reshoot form, in the first Joker episode, I voluntold that this was Ed's pick, and now I'm voluntolding that it's your pick. So
next time we have to...
Next time, when it's Joker 3, it has to be my pick.
There is no Joker 3.
It is, Ed. Remember, you didn't stay for the post-credits where he wakes up and you see...
Batman?
And then you see Mark Hamill in really bad makeup going, welcome to the Jonklerverse. He's like... Well, I was saying, welcome to Jogglerverse, and then he just hits, and
Jokerverse.
then he grabs him, and there's an electric buzzer, and he gets right. I shouldn't write movies. So,
And yet here we are.
yeah, here we are.
Yeah, we're not writing movies, we're reshooting movies.
We're reshooting movies. So I say, you know what, Ruthie, go first.
What I liked about this movie, audience, I need you to hear me out with this like, but it's a big like. And it's gonna sound fucked up, but I have to say it. I really liked what they did with Harley. I liked that she wasn't her origin story in this wasn't as much as a damsel in distress as comic book accurate Harley Quinn, where she was tortured by Joker, and then they have that like abusive dynamic in that way. I get it, abuse bad, but I liked that she was a compulsive liar. I liked that she was kind of damaged in that 2010s edgy teenager kind of way where she was kind of she was on par with him and you could kind of tell she was always lying in the way that manipulative, I hate to say it, like manipulative women who tend to be mentally ill are.
I say manipulative people lie like that. Or is there a way, special way women do it that I've never really fully caught on
There's
to?
a I haven't seen a guy do it the way I've seen many women do it.
Okay.
And I don't know how to quantify it. I'm not saying it's like a gender thing. I guess I kind of am technically, but like
Women tend to be
there,
socialized more to
yeah,
use their words instead of guys use their strength.
it's just these little things that she would do where she's like, yeah, we absolutely grew up in the same neighborhood. Yes, I also may or may not have injured, like, you know, I set fire to my parents' place, may have killed my mom, wink. Oh, yes, we slept together one time. Now I'm definitely pregnant. I don't know, it's just that progression. I don't know. I thought it was really good. She also did a really good job singing. Um
Would you say she's a femcel?
she's not a femcell.
Okay, because our friend Armand, he's mentioned femcels a few times, and I've looked into what that means. But don't worry
A
about.
femcell is going to kind of like an incel, but not really. They're going to either expect a man to sweep them off their feet, or they're in the all men are trash camp.
Okay,
She's not expecting Joker to sweep her off her feet quite in the same way a femcell will.
she's just riding his coattails, and then gonna like don't push him down so she can get on top.
I don't know. I think she just
She was in love with the idea of Joker, not
yeah.
Fleck.
Aren't we all in love with the idea of Joker?
Yeah, kind of like how what's his face? Tyler the Creator responded to some girl yelling "I love you." He's like, "You don't love me. You're in love with the idea of me," and that's what
Yeah.
Harley was. She was in love with the idea of the Joker.
God, I love Tyler.
And then getting close, she kind of like learned that this isn't what I want, but she was also being extremely manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like my biggest like out of the movie. The I'm gonna build a mountain like sequence. That's like my favorite of the musical bits. And when she sets fire to the movie night.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the first act is really good. Second act is mid, and then third act is trash. Um, dead ass. The guy in okay after the car bomb goes off and Arthur leaves prison. There's a guy that looks exactly like Joker from Joker 1. Dead ass. I thought that was supposed to be like him having like a mental breakdown. It's like, oh, well, I'm the Joker you thought you were, but you're not. You're lame. You're just Arthur. I'm the Joker, baby. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, that's all the likes I can really think of right now.
I think that's more than me.
Dislikes. Yeah, I didn't like the legal stuff. you can have really good, compelling court cases. This wasn't it, Chief. It felt kind of slapped together. The music out of this musical was kind of mid. They could have invested a little bit more effort into like maybe one or two original songs, or like just a little bit of time and effort trying to find stuff that fits a little bit better. It kind of felt like Suicide Squad 1, where all the songs were kind of basic surface level, or like I Paint It Black and Black Adam. It kind of just felt shoehorned in because, oh, well, there's Black Adam and there's military. Just paint it black.
Painted Black should have been in this film.
That should have been when he was putting on his Joker makeup to get to court.
You know, supposedly James Gunn handed some notes. God,
Oh, really?
I wish. It was just like this was above his board.
Well, yeah, because this is before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he supposedly handed some notes based off some stuff he was hearing, and Todd Phillips ignored it. And God, I bet half it would have been really good music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he would have. Because he was the one who kind of not popularized it, but he was the one who kind of brought it into vogue with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Can I give a random
He
nerd
also
tangent?
knows how to write comic book movies. Like,
Yes.
he's
True.
the only one that knows for some reason.
You know, it'd be really good now that James Gunn's in DC. Like, have like a smaller budget film. Have Music Meister be the villain. His whole thing is he makes everyone sing and dance. With James Gunn,
A La La Land-esque rom-com, but it's Music Maestro.
well, he's a bad guy. You
No,
have to
but
stop
still.
him. Yes.
But still.
Yes. No. It would genuinely be such a fun. I don't know. It'll never happen. I put it out in the world. It's never gonna happen. But
Batman and Wonder Woman. La La Land musical, Music Maestro.
I'm gonna be real with you.
You don't ship it?
No, only the Justice League cartoon. I tend to like Batman, Catwoman a lot more.
Valid. Okay.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Anywho. You know what's not fun? Joker 2. Ayo!
I almost forgot we were talking about Joker 2.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Let me see. I talked about the courtroom. Joker didn't feel like the same Joker of Joker 1. He just didn't feel like the same person, because like in 1 he's so like in and out of reality, but in this movie he's always in reality, and I get that's like supposed to be that he's on his meds, but he says that he hasn't been taking his meds.
You know, the part when I realized this movie was going to be kind of sad was we only got him wearing the full Joker getup. When that's when I knew Todd Phillips really hated this character he made, because he never made him wear the real, like the green hair and everything until it was like an imaginary scene.
No,
he did when he was in the courtroom.
Yeah,
in the courtroom, he still had his regular hair.
Yep. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The car bomb scene felt inaccurate.
Why inaccurate?
Or I don't know, it just seemed a little too like the movie was trying to force you into reality, and that like took me out of the movie.
Ironic. It did its job. You stopped watching the movie, you stopped living in it, you went back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
There goes gravity.
Yeah.
I thought the ending was really dumb. Kind of just shoehorned in there.
He really didn't want to make another sequel.
It's weird, because like this has kind of been itching in my head, and I get that Joker's trying to do the like mentally ill defense, but his lawyer's talking about getting him into a mental health facility, but he is in a mental health facility.
A better one, I think, is what they mentioned earlier. There was a sense of like a good one that actually knows what they're doing, unlike these guys. It was very blink and you miss it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got that implication, but the way that it was kind of treated, I haven't been to a mental health place, especially back in the 80s. I didn't exist yet, but like,
shame.
Yeah, how dare
he's in a mental health jail, awaiting trial. That's the difference. He hasn't received a sentence.
He was in Arkham Asylum, technically.
Yeah, but
technically,
I guess, yeah, but
still didn't feel like it.
Still, yeah. it's more of like a halfway between an actual mental health facility
But they
and
don't.
prison.
To my understanding, that's not a thing that they do. You're either in a prison or you're in jail or you're in a mental institution. And I think at this point in real life, he would be in jail. And the movie kind of treated it more like jail, from what I
Yeah,
understand, of jail versus mental hospital.
yeah. I guess it could have been Arkham Jail. It wasn't the asylum. He did visit the Arkham Asylum. That's where he met Lee.
It's in the same building.
Yeah,
It's in the same
that's just a
building.
different. It was a
Yes,
different
Oh,
ward.
okay. Never mind. I'm dumb.
because it's also normal. There's a ward for people who are criminals who are insane, and there's ones who are just like normal people. And I'm using insane in the comic book terms. Everyone,
Yeah,
don't.
like the criminally or violent,
Hmm.
uh, mental or insane
Mentally ill.
people,
Yeah.
and the non-violent mentally ill. I'm
Except
assuming.
Harley got. Well, again, she's a liar,
Sh-
but
yeah, she
you know,
admitted. She said she admitted herself. I don't know if I
she didn't say
believe
she
her.
admitted herself at first. She said that her mom got her
Oh yeah,
locked
yeah, yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
The
later, it's
lawyers.
found out that she did admit herself in there.
Yeah.
Just to get to see him,
Yeah.
which is like,
What would I do to fix this movie? Great question. Uh More Looney Tunes bits. And
would they go into the real world, a la Looney Tunes Back in Action or Space Jam?
not really. I think I think what it would be is it'd be like Joker's daydreams of like what he wants his new Joker life to be like. He wants to be cool, and then he's like always snapped back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity. He hits his head on the table and gets yelled at from the judge about falling asleep in court. But uh let me see. I don't know, make the court case more interesting, add a couple more charges, because killing 5 people, I don't know if it. He's got garnered so much, like, attention.
He also led a riot.
Yeah, but he didn't get,
Yeah, he didn't get charged with the riot.
yeah, he should also be getting charged with inciting a riot. And also maybe, this is the 80s when gun control was starting to become a thing, bringing a, you know, carrying a gun with no permit. I don't know. They should be throwing the book at him, but it didn't seem like they were really throwing the book at him. Harvey's just like, we're gonna get him. He's not crazy. I don't care. I'm an old boy. Blow half my face off.
Sometimes they don't charge people with everything because it's easier to get people to convict with less charges. Usually,
Yeah. Yeah.
like if I was in that jury, knowing that he isn't being charged with everything and just the 5 murders, and there's like video evidence of one of them, I would convict. If there was other things like carrying a gun or all that, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't know. That's just my justification for it. Is that
Yeah.
the thing that happens?
No, I totally agree with you. That is a real thing that happens. And again, I just said I wanted like a better court thing.
But
But
also counter
It's also a
argument to that,
movie.
sometimes they do charge them with bullshit things because the jury will also feel less guilty if they say not guilty for those little things and then guilty for the big things. So
They get him for jaywalking.
they get him for Joker walking.
So yeah, I don't know. That's it depends on the jury selection.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're making a lot of like real world sense. I'm trying to just put my feelings into words.
So he fixed. So
I feel like they would want to just throw the book at him though.
yeah, that would make him
Because
more.
this is Reagan era. They've already like stripped down mental health care. If you're keeping in line with Joker 1, it makes sense where it's like this man is violent and dangerous and insane. We can't have him in public.
Yeah, and also, yeah,
What if he does
he
drugs?
killed a beloved TV figure
Yeah.
as well.
Reagan was an actor. They're going to throw the book at him.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
I forget he's an actor.
Oh, is that why he fooled all of America with his
Yes.
Reaganomics. Okay.
Yes.
He was an actor, then he became a governor of California, then he became president.
Hold up. So by this logic, Arnold Schwarzenegger
He was
should become
Arnold
president.
Schwarzenegger was not born in America.
He was
so
born in Austria.
I know. I wish. I'd have the present dater. I don't Governator, presentator.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall.
or you will be terminated.
It's not a jelly bean.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd have a lot more breaks from reality. Let me see.
It was too obvious this time. I mean, I get it. It's a double-edged sword because, like, you can't do the same trick twice like that. But at the same time, it's so good. If you're following a unreliable narrator, why is he this time? Is he? Can you trust what he's seeing? You know, it fell off.
See, for me, I would just lean into the absurdity that can kind of come with mental, like I said, with like Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Arthur's having another like breakdown again.
Yeah.
But like, I'd want it to feel like, okay, this is a day where Arthur took his meds, and you can actually like see his day progress, and you get everything. But then like, there's a day where he skips his meds, and shit starts popping off. But he's trying to stay focused on it, Arthur. But like, it's the delusions, the disassociations that are pulling him out of reality again and again and again. And yeah, on the car ride home, I talked to Hector, and we both had the same thought. The movie should have ended with however the hell he gets out of the courtroom. I don't like the car bomb thing. I thought it was really dumb. He goes to see Harley at the staircase, and he like leans in for a kiss, and she's like, "You're not the Joker, baby." And she pushes him off, and as he's falling down the stairs, she starts doing the Joker walk down the stairs.
So she did. There's a deleted. There was a leak scene where someone could because it's a public area.
Yeah.
She was doing the Joker dance in the thing in the stairs.
Yeah.
They got rid. I don't know why they got rid. I don't know if it was before Arthur escaped, but it. I don't know. I get he didn't want to retread it, but man, it would have been good.
Or you could even have it as a delusion. He thinks he got out of the jail. He goes to see Harley. She pushes him down the stairs, and then he's in prison. He's not even in the mental institution. He's in prison now. Awaiting the sentence he knows is coming. Yeah, that's what I...
Am I the only one that didn't like Harley turning the Joker away?
Wait, like at the very end?
Yeah.
I did think it was dumb.
It was a little. It needed a little more time.
It gave too much credence to the therapist and the lawyer's idea that Joker was a separate personality. I think if anything, she should have been really confused by that. She should have been like, "What? No."
Oh, because she is insane. So.
Well, no, she'd just be like, "What do you mean, Joker? Are you fucking stupid? There is no Joker.
No.
It's still Arthur. He's the Joker. There's not separate. He's the same guy. He's my beautiful twisted nightmare, and I love him."
Quit giving me the brain rot of the Arkham Asylum subreddit. He's like, "Are you stupid?" I'm like, "God damn it, Ruthie."
All right. Well,
Officer Balls.
I will start with my likes. Lady Gaga in this movie.
True.
Yeah, no, she
the entire character of Harley and how she portrayed her, great.
I don't think anyone else could have done it like she did.
I again, Joaquin Phoenix was phenomenal with what he was given.
Agree to disagree.
Shut up. I'd like you to do a better job with the stuff that he was given.
Do you want me to do it?
No.
Sure. Let's green screen me over it.
I'll do it.
So, I'm continuing. I'm speaking.
Podcast. We're allowed to interrupt.
what was it?
Sorry.
Likes. Yeah, those two things. Plus, I also, again, the first act of this movie was stellar, amazing, everything about it. I love the Looney Tunes beginning, and the Looney Tunes beginning with the Shadow and Me. That does give into the DID kind of stuff,
Hmm.
the two
Mhm.
Yes.
personalities, which I think is a not not the best. I'm gonna stop right there because that just
It
spoke my
just felt
brain.
like it didn't
Yeah.
fit with what had happened in the
Yes,
first
but I
movie.
think
It felt
I think
disjointed,
I
but it
think.
did. No, I see what you mean. It bridges the gap between the
Mm-hmm,
two.
mm-hmm.
In, I mean,
Kinda. It's a
Kind of,
bit.
but still.
janky, but yeah, there is a logic
It
there.
completely foreshadows the entire movie too,
Yeah.
which
Mm-hmm,
Oh,
is.
it does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Which I'm a
Anyways,
fan of it.
I would keep that. Uh, and yeah, the beginning of the movie is really good. It really sets Arthur's mental state in this institution, and yeah, how he's taking his meds, and he's more of a reliable narrator this time around. Everything, and even the musical numbers made sense, right? At least for the first like act and maybe a little bit of the second act. But then, I mean, in good musicals, like I don't know, Sound of Music, Fiddler on the Roof, La La Land.
I knew it. I knew it. I'm like, third
Cats.
one's gonna be La La Land.
Les
I didn't just
Mis.
want to say La La Land. It's, again, top 5 movies. Still, the the music and the songs have something to do with the plot moving forward. Or maybe it's just like uh hold up, maybe it's just like Ryan Gosling's first iteration of City of Stars, where he's just walking around and how he's just like going through these thoughts after meeting Mia. Or I'm sure Fiddler on the Roof has some song about like the past and moving forward and shit. Ruthie, yes.
Another thing that made this musical movie feel kind of weird was the fact that only Joker and Harley are the ones like dancing around in the real life when they're having those musical moments. No one else is interacting with them like in La La Land or Les Mis, where everybody's having a dance
Yeah,
sequence
yeah.
around them.
So funny you mentioned that. My issue with the musical is, and I forgot the rest of my likes. So I'm just like I'm putting out. In good musicals too, you can like use it to either not just show the story, move it forward, but like you said, just explain how they really feel in interesting ways.
Mm-hmm.
But when 8 of the 12 songs, I'm making the number up, are about how we love each other, I get it. Like no little depth, no little like nuance, no nothing new to this angle of a new dimension to their love. With I'm saying that with the biggest air quotes I can. Um, it's just the same. It just felt like Lady
Sorry.
Gaga in that one movie with Bradley Cooper. It felt shallow.
Ha. Bradley Cooper did really well in that movie, though. Anyways, it is forgettable. However, um, yeah, these musical numbers served nothing to the plot or nothing deeper into the characters' minds at all. After the first act, they're all just musicals to be musicals and to have Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker makeup
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and Harley in the Harley Quinn makeup, right? And her makeup was really cool. I liked it. I wish we'd have gotten the pigtails, but no.
I'm actually fine without the
I
pigtails.
wanted them so fucking hard.
I don't know. People get so weird about pigtails.
You can make them
I
cool pigtails.
I mean, there's that one joke in the original Batman animated series where she's like, "You want to ride your Harley?"
Oh my god.
Feel like the pigtails. I mean, she was wearing a nightgown, and
Oh,
she had. I
that
think her
doesn't make
pigtails.
any of that better.
No, I mean,
that's
I
so
didn't make the show.
funny.
I'm not feeling bad. But no, it was yeah,
That's
for kids,
so funny.
for kids.
Wow. For kids, yeah. Yeah, that one of my biggest dislikes, because I love musicals, is the musical parts didn't seem to add into the story at all in any way, shape, or form. There should have never been a fucking courtroom drama part in this film at all. It felt wrong. It felt just bad in general. You can guess what I'm cutting. Um, but yeah, I did like the progression of like Joker in the asylum, Joker after he meets Harley, Joker and Harley having their thing, and then the third act is just bullshit. Um,
The second act's when it lost me.
Yeah.
the second act is when it started losing me. Yeah, but the once they stepped into the courtroom is when I'm like, what is going on here?
Third act made me visibly upset for like the rest of the
Vi-
night. I swear.
Visible disgust cockatiel picture.
You were there. I mean, you were there.
Yeah.
You saw.
Yeah. Yeah, I found a image of a cockatiel with a very weird face, and it just says visible disgust under it, and it's hilarious. I love it. Um anyways, yeah, that's about it for most of it. Um uh so my fix is, and I'll say this to preface, I think that this movie should have been, even though the first movie did this for the most part, this movie should have been the solidification of Joker as the Joker. Like, no, like the destruction of Arthur Fleck and the real solidification of the Joker in this is the thing. That's what it should have been. And I think the biggest catalyst for this should have been Harley Quinn. Even though she kind of tried, she didn't push hard enough, in my opinion, in the movie. She really wanted the Joker, so she would be willing to do anything in her power to push him in that direction, to really feed into his mental illness, to get that part in, basically.
No, for sure.
So, I'm also I'll keep the musicals. I'll keep the musicals, but they have to make sense.
Can we can we remove Dancing in the Moonlight? I love that song, but it felt like way
Yeah,
too
no, they're
anachronistic for
they're all
the.
originals. They're all gonna
Oh,
be originals. All right. So we're gonna start the movie with that same 2D animation, but I want the ending of the 2D animation to be more foreshadowing for the movie, is to the Shadow and Arthur to kind of like more fully merge together, kind of thing. Like the Shadow kind of like steps back into Arthur Fleck while the Shadow has the makeup on his face, and the makeup just kind of transfers into Arthur Fleck's face.
speaking like a true Jungian therapist.
And
Keep
and
going,
and,
Ed.
and the Shadow kind of doesn't fall to the ground again. It stays on him, basically. Like, like the merger of that kind of those two together forever.
Hmm.
Where you can't really tell the two apart anymore. It's one entity. Okay.
That is actually how sometimes dissociative identity is solved. You kind of try to get them to either accept each other or merge, which is more rare.
And here's the crazy thing: the original person might not be the person who comes out of it. There's
Mm-hmm.
someone on YouTube who has who like documented their progress with dissociative identity disorder. I'm gonna take it at face value, assuming that what what they've experienced is genuine, what they say is genuine. Uh, the person who came into it was not the alter that was left
Mm-hmm.
there. Their protective self was the one that kind of like, no, that's fine. You go on. I'll take care of
It's a
this.
very interesting.
Yeah, it's
So so
fascinating.
so the one that came out was the protective personality. The
Yeah,
okay.
the maternal figure of the alters.
That's really interesting.
I know, right?
That's
It's pretty
scary too.
interesting.
Anyways,
I would say don't. I wouldn't
I
call it
mean
scary.
it.
I mean, in
Oh,
like
the
an
existential
existential
Yeah, the
dread of
like
it. Yeah,
existential thing
yeah.
of like, because since I don't know what that feels like. The existential of
yeah,
like
like the ego
losing
death.
my identity and like somebody, basically somebody else taking over, is scary to me.
Mm-hmm.
Valid.
Where was I? All right, so the movie starts off after the 2D animation, and we're gonna jump straight into a musical number. Something about feeling better. Something about, you know, making progress. Something good for Arthur, basically. We'll have Brendan Gleeson sing also a little bit and do a little bit of dancing and a little bit of jiggy.
Dude, I would have loved if
I
Brendan
also
Gleeson was
found out that
dancing.
Brendan Gleeson is Donald Gleeson's dad,
Hell yeah.
General Hux.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I'm not too surprised.
Anyways, I knew I liked Donald Gleeson for a reason. Um. Anyways, so after that musical number, we'll get that little bit of just like, setting the scene. They're in like jail, waiting trial. He's taking his meds. Just like the day in the life of Arthur Fleck in Arkham Prison or whatever, Arkham Asylum, I guess. Um, I don't know when he hears, because he meets Lee pretty soon, right? Pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
20 minutes in, I want to
Okay.
10, 20 minutes
he's
in.
being escorted to a meeting with his lawyer. It's
Oh yeah.
past the
Oh yeah,
B
that's
ward,
right.
and
About
she's in
about
B
the
ward
about
in the
the
choir
DID
club.
stuff, yeah. So I'm gonna keep all of that basically, how he sees Lee and the meeting with the split personality thing. Um just to give it more musical energy, I might toss a musical in there too.
That's like 3 songs in like 10 minutes. You sure?
I mean,
That's a
Les
Les
Mis.
Mis. Yeah, but Les Mis is Les Mis. Everyone makes an exception for that one. Also, I kind of got tired of it by the end, by
No,
like
no,
halfway
no, no
through.
musical number there. No, no, no. You say it plays out the same, and then after that little interview with the psychologist, he goes back and he starts thinking about Lee, and then that's when he gets like, he gets that treat of going to the singing thing. And basically it all plays out the same up until uh Lee setting the thing on fire, because I think after that is when for me it really started. I'll put a musical number in there when Harley sets the thing on fire, something about like early love, or like,
And Arson.
the honeymoon phase of that sort of stuff, like the basically the equivalent of uh Lovely Night from La La Land, basically the little
Mm-hmm.
teasing thing, but everyone's dancing. Um, and they do the almost prison break together also, because I thought that was cool. Um, After that, I don't even know what happened in the second act.
It was just a courtroom.
Well, yeah, they start the
They
courtroom
start the
thing, and
courtroom was
then
that
she's
much?
yeah.
Shit.
Then Harley is taken out of
Oh yeah. Well, what I want is I want like more scenes of Arthur like going to the singing thing with Lee. And this is when Lee Harley really starts to just like get into his head and be like, where's that Joker that I fell in love with when I saw him out there? This sadistic man that could, the only one that could please me and my twisted mind, doing her classic lying and shit. I'm gonna reverse the roles of like comic book Harley Quinn and Joker.
Yep.
And yeah, I really want that to start happening, and him like really start like skipping his meds because Harley told him to. Really like focusing in on that point of his life, that Joker personality, not the like delusions as Arthur, but like the clarity he saw when he was the Joker,
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff. And we can have a little
Okay.
musical number in there when he's out on the prison grass, of just like how things are looking up again this time, but kind of
Much
yeah,
darker, yeah.
give it a sadder tone, give it a minor key or some bullshit,
Yeah, I was
a
gonna say
darker
minor
thing.
key.
But things are looking so up and stuff, and like, oh, I feel so much better without taking my meds and such. And then after that, I want,
Can I pause for a second?
yeah,
If hey, audience of, if you think this is a sign that I need to stop taking my meds, don't.
no,
Keep taking
Lovely
your meds.
audience, you are still you when you take your meds.
Yes, thank you.
You deserve a happy brain. You deserve your meds. Please take your
And if
meds.
you feel like it's not good, talk to your doctor. Don't just cold turkey it. Please don't cold turkey it. Just this is not a sign.
no. This is the bad thing. If you're thinking this is a good thing, this is a bad thing. What I'm
Yeah,
explaining right now.
yeah. All right, keep going, Ed.
I wanted to after that musical number, like things are feeling better and stuff. I want him to like really snap back and forth between Joker and Arthur, and really work his way to building basically, like that like army of people that he there's like his goons basically that work for him. I want him to
Mm-hmm.
go around the prison and like switch into that Joker personality to really persuade them or deceive them into helping him out, kind of stuff. So he gets his own little like posse there, and he switches back into the Arthur thing to kind of like protect himself and keep things on the low from the guards and all that, right? I also want
So is Joker the altar then?
no notice the trend here. Um,
No, I'm noticing it. I just want to ask for.
no,
Okay,
you'll see.
so it's you said it's a merge, right? It's a complete merge at this rate.
Not yet. Again, they're switching back and forth,
Okay, okay,
right?
okay.
And then I want him to basically be able to plan his and Harley's prison break,
Oh
more or
shit! I see
less.
what you're doing now.
So
This
he
is a
gets
fun
this
movie.
posse thing going, and let's say that one of the prison people that he really like, the kid that like was really into him in the movie. Let's say that guy comes in and he actually gets released within that time. So then he builds that coercion outside of the prison, and he gets all the goons, and it's pretty easy because a lot of people already love the Joker in Gotham at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when he's on his way to the first uh on his way to like the first court date, we'll have him do a little musical number in the car ride there. No real dancing, just singing there in the car ride. Something about breaking free and feeling complete. And then on the way there, they get ambushed and they break the Joker out of there. And Harley, we'll say that Harley got released also earlier. And when that happens and the fucking riot breaks out, Joker knows where to go, where he needs to go, and he goes up the stairs and he sees Harley up in the stairs, but in the middle of the stairs, kind of hands on her hips, in the full Harley Quinn red and black skirt and all that and
Are
makeup.
we doing the heads, the hat thing, the hood hat thing?
No,
Hood hat
pigtails.
thing?
Okay. Well,
Pigtails
okay. So
with like
we're not doing the Harlequin
no
costume.
no no.
That's the word.
But she will have like like a blouse and a skirt and like the black and red kind of stuff. Like a sleeveless top with like a knee high skirt with the red and black pattern, hands
Okay.
on her hips, like waiting for him with some heels and the little pigtails. And then he goes up there and he basically says like, "My Harley Quinn, the Joker has come to claim you," kind of stuff. And then Harley's like, "See, I always knew it was only just the Joker in there." And then they do the Joker walk down the stairs together and the movie ends.
Okay. Yeah.
I was expecting you to have the origin story that Harley had for Joker. I thought it was going to end up where she attacked him and toxic clown goo may or may not have been applied.
No, Lee just manipulated him into
Yeah.
reverting back
Being
to
the
the
Joker.
Joker
Yeah.
personality.
And then he even planned a prison break
Still
thing.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fun.
and at the end, I want it to be very clear that like the Arthur thing is no more. It's only the Joker in here, and I want that to be made very clear on the musical number car ride before the ambush.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, all the musical numbers make sense and shit. It's a shorter movie, but who cares?
It didn't have to be 2.5 hours, let's
It
be
didn't
real.
have
It
to
was
be.
2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
mine
it
will be
was.
like 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. Lean 90 minutes. Doesn't have to cost 190 million. I'm gonna go on this tangent. Why the fuck did this movie cost 190 million
Joaquin
dollars?
Phoenix and Lady Gaga.
Joaquin Phoenix's paycheck was 20 mil. Gaga's is 12 mil.
That's still quite a
The
bit.
songs couldn't have been that. They only used 3 sets, 1 street scene. I don't know what the hell it cost so much.
Todd Phillips' therapy budget.
Why are
Wasted.
we shitting on
Wasted.
him? No.
Huh?
Why are we shitting on Todd? No.
No, I'm shitting on Todd. I have I don't. I get what he was trying to do. I don't like how he did it. I think he took everything the worst possible way. The man's super depressing in every interview I hear about him on since Joker and Joker 2. Like, I don't know why he
Is
did
he
this
as
movie.
bad as Ben Affleck whenever he did interviews when he was playing the Batman in the Justice
I mean,
League
that was
movies?
different. He was depressed and going through, like, he was depressed and he checked himself into, rehab. So, like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't blame him there.
and then Ben Affleck after that, like got back together with J Lo, got married again, and they're divorced again already.
It's
Well, yeah, because she owns an alcohol brand. And he's
that
an
was a
alcoholic.
rumor I heard. It's up. There's a lot of conflicting things, but sometimes he might be a little messy too. I don't know. It's weird.
They're almost soulmates, not quite.
Yeah, I think they're mess. I think that the relationship is just messy in general. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I think
But I'm sure her having an alcohol.
I think
thing.
celebrity marriages are usually just like not very good, unless you
Yeah.
know
I
you're
agree.
John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, or Ryan
True.
Reynolds and Blake Lively.
Like,
Oh shit!
Or
Yeah.
She might get invited.
well, they never got married, and maybe that's their trick. Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes.
They're married.
No, they're
no,
not.
they're not married.
They're not married.
There's a rumor they're
No.
They're
secretly okay.
not married.
Anyway.
They're in a long-term relationship together.
And
Oh, okay.
That's why
I
Channing
thought they're married.
Tatum's marriage is also working because his wife is not a celebrity. They got married
there's
before he got big.
Tom Holland and Zendaya has been making it pretty far. I
Yeah,
kind of root for them
they're not married
a
yet.
little.
That's why
I
it's
know.
work. That's why it works.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ryan Gosling.
So, Joker 2. I'm gonna warn everyone. I'm gonna get a little depressing here. So just hear me
I
out.
love how we're ending on the depressing.
Well, I asked because I didn't want. I may want to make sure people didn't hear me out and then be like, okay, I'm first, and they're like, fuck the rest of this episode. No. So here we go. Likes. I like the first 45 minutes. That was actually kind of fun. I think the acting was solid from everyone. Trauma and parts being separate. The thing about trauma and having parts being separated and they're not reintegrated, which was a word they used in the movie, reintegration, is actually a thing in certain therapeutic theories of trauma. I'm reading about it in class right now. If you want a good book for trauma, I just want to throw this out there. I've been having to read one for class, and I think it'd be good for anyone who wants to kind of start healing from trauma. Also, use it with a therapist. The Body Awareness Book for Trauma. Highly recommend that one. Mental health PSA over. My dislikes. I didn't like a lot of this movie. Actually, I'll add the cinematography. It looked really good. The movie looked gorgeous.
It was nice to look at.
For what 3 sets there were. And the potential. Oh my! I want to know what the budget was. I would love to look at the, what happened there. My dislikes. There's a guy named Karsten on YouTube. He does a bunch of movie reviews. Excuse me. he was saying that I noticed this too, but he put it into words. Uh, it was like good courtroom scenes have snappy dialogue pretty frequently, or at least like stuff that catches your attention. Look at My Cousin Vinny.
Oh yeah.
This movie has some of the dullest courtroom scenes besides the Gary Puddle scene. I actually really like the Gary Puddle scene, but that's because I actually really like Gary. I like Gary in the first one, so.
Or if you want a real good courtroom drama, A Few Good Men.
Ed here has. Ed, have you seen My Cousin Vinny?
No.
Oh my god.
But
It
I've
is
seen
the most accurate
Your
legal comedy
But I've seen A Few Good
ever.
Men.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
A Few Good Men might be inaccurate, but it keeps you interested in the courtroom shit.
Guilty.
You can't handle
Guilty
the
of not
truth.
watching My Cousin Vinny. Your
Your next
punishment.
witness.
Your punishment.
Watching My Cousin Vinny.
Your punishment. You're the Joker, baby. All right. The one thing this sequel worried me that they were going to do when they did it is it ruined a lot of the few mysteries of the last one. Like, did he kill that one single mother in the Joker?
Mm-hmm.
I hated as soon as I saw her face. I'm like, God damn it, no. Also, the songs could have been an elaborate dance numbers, and you could have someone singing over, like, it's imaginary. Just have a bunch of people dancing with him.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they fucking auto-tuned Joaquin a few times, pretty noticeably, to make him sound good.
Can I intro?
But they didn't. Huh?
Sorry, keep going. I want to say something.
But they didn't lean into it. What they could have done is, as soon as when Arthur's really into the fantasy, the voice changes so drastically because it's not him, so it's just a whole other like voice, like singing songs that match.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't mention this, but like, why would you hire Lady Gaga as an actress for a musical and not help her write original songs for this movie?
She made
showcase her.
The worst
pipes.
part is she has a companion album to the film.
Yes, and
So
the
they
album is called Harlequin.
Yes, she could have.
She could have, but they didn't let her.
I don't. You could honestly just give her the extra $8 million to match Joaquin.
Yeah, and also hire her crew, because I bet she has writers and like other people that help her write.
She does. I think she does. There's no way. I mean, I have a friend who's a music producer in Puerto Rico and a pretty high one. He helps write a lot. Like a lot of the people who write their own songs, they do, but they also have help.
But like help because she might need help. She might not know exactly what this kind of musical, like what it needs, kind of stuff.
I feel like she could. She's pretty genre savvy.
She is, but I'm just saying, musical is a whole different musical songs are a whole different beast, in my opinion.
Did you also? I forgot my thing, but there was a thing about. Did you hear about? Speaking of story, did you hear that supposedly every night they'd be all like the leads would be and Todd Phillips would be in like Joaquin's trailer, and they'd just be like ripping pages out and rewriting them to film different parts the next day?
Sounds likely.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, I don't get it.
Imagine if Quentin Tarantino wrote this film.
So much feet.
Oh my god, we only get Harley Quinn feet. Damn, I keep forgetting that that's a thing. Ugh.
It would just be her feet. You wouldn't see her face once.
Bruh.
Her introduction would be getting a pedicure.
She'd be like,
at the end of my fix, it would be Harley Quinn up there with her heels in her hand, and then we get a tender, like 2-minute long scene of Joaquin putting the high heels on her feet.
And then she can say, "I'm the Toka, baby."
Every time I think, oh, Quentin Tarantino would be a great director for this movie, and then I'm always reminded of the feet, and it would be bad.
Yeah. It felt like the character regression from the beginning of the last were in the end. It felt like character regression because in the end he supposedly killed the therapist, or imagined killing the therapist, and was running along laughing with bloody feet. Back to the feet. What? He was the literal toker, but like And then this one, how does he start? He's depressed. He's taking his meds.
Unreliable narrator in the first one, remember?
Yes, but he was still in the Joker mindset. And then this new one, he's depressed. It didn't feel like. It just felt like character regression, and it's just a trope I've seen in other movies, but this one felt especially like stupid. I've never heard of a jukebox musical before this movie, and this was the first jukebox musical, the worst first jukebox musical. Okay, my last dislike, and this is where it gets a little serious. The sexual assault scene felt just useless and turned it into pure edge. Like they also, it was added like he wasn't just physically abused. No. As a kid, he was also sexually abused by his mother and her partners. Like it felt so it just felt like useless, and it just turned the movie into pure edge. Like
All edge, no point.
he hated his audience, and like you can hate your audience a little. Sometimes it's fun, but when you ruin like everything you've built and you burn it down like that, it's not good storytelling, and it's a dangerous. I think it sends an accidental, dangerous message. Like I'm not trying to talk for people who aren't me, but like imagine. I'm trying. Let me pick this carefully. I know quite a few dudes who've been abused sexually. Imagine what this movie, since like physically, sure, whatever. Every movie has it where they get beat up and they turn to the villain. But when you had a weird when you had sexual abuse to it, it's just like it's a very real thing that shatters you in a whole. From people I've talked to, it shatters you in a very visceral and different way. And then it's like, yeah, if this happens to you, you're probably going to turn to a monster. That's what this movie's saying, and I don't. If it was a more fantastical or like less realistic version, maybe there'd be enough dissonance there to like not send that message. But with how realistic this movie's trying to be, I don't know. It just felt gross. What do you guys think? Am I overdoing it or overthinking it or what?
You summed it up very well. The reason that you hate the movie, and that's yeah.
That scene legitimately made me just hate the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm curious about is you mentioned like if it was a more like a fantastical thing, like how would you fit that into a fantastical thing and not make it feel weird? Is the thing.
That's the issue. I know that's a good
So
point.
like
I haven't thought that far
it's
ahead.
just not. I just don't think it's a very good thing to include in any
No,
movie
I wouldn't have included it anyway.
or
But
in a
like,
movie that it's about the Joker. If it's like a more like depressing like actual real life thing, then yeah. But like this, I don't
see,
know how you do that well
I
with the
would have just
character of
taken
the
out this.
Joker.
I just would have taken out the sexual abuse stuff because it just feels like you're using it you're not using it for any real reason or to put a really good point. You're just using it to tear a character down. It's like the complaint about like other like sexual assault scenes in movies. It
Mm-hmm.
just tears the character down. It doesn't make them stronger, add anything to it. It's just, oh, we're out of ideas how to make people pity them more. Here, just throw this
Except
terrible,
except
atrocious thing.
Pulp
Mm-hmm.
Fiction.
Does that have a scene like that?
Yeah,
Fuck, I
fucking
haven't seen Pulp Fiction.
Marcellus Wallace gets raped.
Oh, gross. Okay, I
Yeah.
haven't seen the movie.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Spoilers.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
It's only like a 30-year-old movie.
I know. I haven't had. I've never been able to sit down and watch it all the way. So, so I wanted to hear the discussions, like our movies, and went to the Joker 2 thread. Someone I was already thinking this, and username adorable underscore ad underscore 3478, and they helped me bridge the gap I wanted to do. So the explosion happens pretty quickly in the film by Harley. They said 10 minutes. I would say 30, 45 minutes in. I want them to have that little romance scene with them going up to the gate singing and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's a good scene.
So from this point on, he escapes. He catches up with Harley. Harley and Joker commit robberies. They do a bunch of like random crimes. There's original musical numbers. I'm not as good as Ed. I'm not going to be able to come up with like songs. But one thing I hate is that this isn't just in the movies. This is just in comics lately. I think it started around the time of Heath Ledger. It's that now when the Joker shows up, he's just kind of like a terrorist instead of like a super messed up clown. So, like, one crime I want is like on the way. He nearly get. There's an episode where in the Batman the animated series where where some dude is like, "Why am I being chased around and being hunted by the Joker?" It's because he accidentally cut the Joker off once, and the Joker tried to ruin his life.
Where's my goddamn Tesla, Bruce?
Where's my goddamn electric car?
Takes one
If you
bad
haven't seen,
day.
it's the Harley Quinn show. That's what Ruthie's referencing.
Such a funny clip.
It's a funny clip.
You know, I watched the first couple episodes of it. I loved it, and I haven't continued.
It's just Venture Bros with officially licensed characters. Same kind of humor. So so I wanted to base it off of that. One crime is that he nearly gets hit by a 1978 Thunderbird. Right? I had to look up for cars that were common enough in that era. So he instructs his growing band of clowns to grab every driver of a 1978 Thunderbird they can find, tie them up, and lock them in the trunk of the cars.
That's some Joker shenanigans, yeah.
It's some Joker shit. It's just like,
break into every house in Gotham and steal the left sock.
yes. Look, okay,
Steal
here's
every
how
left sock.
Yes.
Wow.
Replace it with a mitten.
Or like go break into like the the commissioner's house and move all the furniture 3 inches to the left.
Even
that's
into
not
the
demented.
walls. Even into the walls.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No. I got another one. He gets annoyed at a baby crying, so he and his goons kidnap a bunch of babies and have them suspended from like a bridge on the little thing, and just like, oh, you gotta be quick, and just lean into the demented bits. I'm probably gonna get. God, I hope my school doesn't find this. They're gonna get worried. But it's
not just the demented bits, the silly demented bits.
yes. So as it goes on, Joker sees people begging him to stop. He doesn't seem to care. It's not real to him. So here's the thing. This movie, Todd Phillips wants to have his cake and eat it too. And usually that's a bad thing. I think it could have worked. Like Miles Morales in Across the Spider-Verse, Ed's favorite movie, you can have 2 cakes. So Harley keeps egging him on to keep going, and then she also reveals that she's pregnant. I want the pregnancy to be legit. He sees Gary Puddles, a new father, shaking in fear at seeing him. I want the same conversation I don't want in a courtroom. And right as one of the henchmen are about to kill Gary while making a short joke, Joker just pops him. Shoots him on the head, whatever, And then he sees all the blood over Gary and someone on the stroller. We have to have an actual baby. I don't want to,
Mm-hmm.
And it starts to hit him that this is having consequences. This is what's breaking him out. He cared about Gary. I want to use that. If you want to have sympathy, you want to have a crazy Joker, yeah, you can also do a sympathetic Joker. It's been done. The Killing Joke exists.
Wait, the Killing Joke made Joker sympathetic?
The comic, yeah.
The one where he paralyzes Barbara?
Yep. He has moments of lucidity a little bit where he kind of he knows he's insane and feels like he can't do anything to stop it. It used to be an alternate universe one, then it got made canon, so it hinted that Batman killed him at the end while they're both laughing at a joke Joker makes.
Huh.
It's a great comic. I read the whole thing. It's great. It's a classic. Alan Moore can be edgy sometimes, but man, when he gets it, he gets it. So Harley sees that Arthur is hesitating and wants to do his best to live in reality now. So she starts battering him, threatening to kill herself and the baby. And, psychiatry, psychology, you know what to look out for gaslighting. You can use that. She starts gaslighting him. Maybe she drugs him with certain medications to get him to be more complicit with her schemes. She starts taking more control. There's a parallel here between, like, a lot of people, if they don't... Again, also, if there's a thing, a lot of people realize this, but if you've been... What you grow up, attachment styles, what you grow up, like, the kind of parents you have is sometimes... Not always, sometimes it's kind of what you look for in a partner later. Even if if you're thinking, hey, maybe I need some help, maybe see if you can go to a therapist or something. Um, but yeah, it there's precedence there. The lawyer defending Arthur happens to find them and just begs Arthur to turn himself in. Harley just stabs her multiple times in the guts and says some demented joke like, "Making it quicker for you to unload more of your shit." I don't know. Just I don't know why I wrote
Or
this.
yeah, just like, oh, you're finally having a heart, huh? Pop.
Oh,
Stab
that's
him in the
good.
heart.
That's good. Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Yep, I got you.
As the movie progresses, it almost jump scare quick. So you know the Hotel Arkham bit where they're dancing?
Okay.
It keeps progressing. You see it come. He comes back to that again and again and again, and then at some points it'll be like red instead of blue. It'll be red, and then blood, and then by the end, I want it to be like full on The Voice as a bunch of viscera and blood just gets all over Arthur.
Oh, like Carrie?
Yeah, but it's all in his head. It's showing he's not enjoying this.
Mm-hmm.
So as the movie ends, he breaks out of it. He's finally like, I'm done. He wipes off his makeup. He tells Harley, it's over. I'm turning myself in. She walks up to him with loud boots, shoots him in the knee, and he gets on his knee. She's like, huh, ain't that a kick in the head? And then starts beating the ever loving shit out of him in the Joker stairs. You really hear the crunch and the sound effects, the viscera. His face is completely mangled. You don't get a full thing of it, but you can kind of see in the corner. And then she kicks him off. He's rolling down the stairs. She starts doing the Joker dance. A lot of clowns are cheering her on. And as she does it, like let's say she does some high kicks, the blood and maybe a tooth or two go onto the other clowns, and they keep cheering. And cycle's going to continue with her new baby. And that's where the movie ends.
Yeah, you nailed your point.
Sorry. Ed, you're kind of quiet.
That goes hard. That goes too hard in my opinion. I don't like it, honestly.
You don't like it?
No. It's too
a
much.
Little it's a little the ending is a little
It was just something I wrote this the day after we saw the movie. It was still I was still a little like ugh.
Like I'm not trying to
No, I might have overdone it. Maybe not the tooth bit, but like the blood I think is fine.
No, I think the idea of him being dead at the top of the staircase and his blood is like getting just spilled all over it and she's dancing in it. I think that's fine. Viscera is where you lose me.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay.
Also, I want to make a quick edit to my ending, or a quick clarification. When they're when they're doing the Joker walk down the stairs, we'll get a good like 15 seconds of it until they do the freaking high kick together in sync, and right at the top of the high kick, cut to black.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. That's good.
I think I figured out what about when I was talking about like the style of manipulation that Harley does. Mm-hmm. I think I figured it out.
What?
I've had somebody talk to me like that, where I had shared a story that was personal to me, something that was kind of a one-of-a-kind experience, and she and I were in the same kind of experience. She was also graduating high school at the time, and she looked me dead in the eye and she said, "Oh yeah, me too." And then I just like barely started the story and she like just took it over, but yeah, she just made it her own. And she said it without blinking an eye, without pausing to think about it. It was kind of just a word dump. I've never seen a guy word dump like that, because usually it's like they'll jump. For me, being AFAB, they will interrupt me, but they'll start and stop and start and stop, and I'll kind of like try and butt in. But the way AFAB people just like insert themselves and they just to your face will talk at you, it's different.
I see what you're getting at. Yeah, it's definitely more common that style of manipulation amongst women, or yeah,
AFAB. Women AFAB folks.
Yeah, it's definitely more common because I think just like, I don't know if it's like a brain chemistry thing or just societal stuff.
I think it's the like
men are not as vocal like that. or men
Yeah,
have different ways of being
being manipulative.
manipulative.
Because usually
Mhm.
when a guy is manipulative, again, in my experience,
Gaslighting is
AFAB,
one.
Gaslighting.
or like they're just asserting their authority and you're just like they'll just try and bully you into the manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Where AFAB people will gaslight you, like,
They're sneakier.
yeah.
Guys will do it too, but not as sneak. They
Not
don't. Nah.
Yeah. It's like tidal wave versus a sneaker wave. Both are very deadly, but in very different ways.
Yes. Yeah. No, I can see that. Sorry about overdoing it with the going a little too hard on the viscera and shit, but I don't know.
You.
I wanted to see if I could do the thing Todd Phillips is trying to do of have his cake and eat it too. Was I able to make it work?
Like
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, you have the freaking like silly clown madness, and then you have the insane shit, like insano style stuff. Also at the end, they're like pretty jarring. I don't know.
Again, you just lost me at the like.
So if I were to remove the viscera,
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you just toned down that last scene.
Yeah,
again, that was my bad. I was writing it
you were
within a
writing
day.
angry.
I was writing angry. And yeah,
fine.
my bad.
The end is what you wanted to do to this movie if it had a physical
Yeah.
form.
Yeah, no, there was definitely some projection there. Yeah, no.
Or would you say transference? I've been trying to misuse his psychology terms.
It's
to
working.
bother
It's
him.
working every time. I'm like,
But you're never gonna forget what transference is.
yeah. Well, I don't forget because every other theory brings up transference when I'm in my current classes.
Grades.
Ruthie, you go
This is
first.
hard.
It's like a D.
A what?
D.
Oh, I heard B, and I was like, whoa, a D,
This is like a A minus. Yeah, no, it's a D.
F plus. That that one scene ruined it so viscerally for me.
I'd give it like a C minus. It had good things in it.
I think this is the first time we've been in 3 different strata.
3 different.
We got an
strata.
F, we got a D, we got a C.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Again, I like the first act and first half-ish for 45.
Yeah, no, the
minutes.
first act is the best.
No, the first act's so good. At first, I was
45
like, did people just hate this because it's a musical?
Yeah,
Because like this is great.
That's what I was. I mean, I had a beer while watching this, but like as I'm watching it, I'm like, when is this supposed to get bad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it did,
yeah.
but like way later.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, if it had just been the first act and it was like a short film, yeah, B plus, A minus.
It
Exactly,
would win
no.
an Oscar.
I wanted like an actual like whirlwind romance between the two.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't have a whirlwind romance between the Joker and Harley. It has to be manipulative in one aspect
And
of
toxic.
it too. Yeah, very toxic.
I mean,
Horrific.
Suicide Squad didn't do it. They were doing. Actually, rumor is they had it, and then they recut the movie to take it out.
Sequel or
No, the
first
original
one?
with
Oh.
Jared Leto. They were gonna have the abusive stuff. They cut it out. Is that his laugh? That's Jared Leto's
Something
laugh,
like that.
right?
Yeah, it's really
God,
bad.
it's so
Fuck Jared Leto, dude.
Yeah.
Every movie that he's in,
But he's in 30
I
Seconds
enjoy it
to
when he
Mars.
dies. Huh?
But he's 30 Seconds to Mars lead singer,
They're
so
over. I don't like the band as much.
They're pretty good. I don't know.
They're okay.
He should just stop acting and just full-time 30 Seconds to Mars. But honestly,
I've
like
heard some weird rumors about 30 Seconds to Mars behind the scenes in the concerts.
Yeah,
here.
I mean but Jared's not a good person. Still, like
Allegedly
not a good person. I don't know. Just like
Please don't send rats to our front door.
also like the thing is that Jared isn't like
He's like, I'm 14 and this is deep, but he's a grown ass man.
I know, but like earlier in his career when he wasn't as big as a fucking nerd as he is now, especially like Requiem for a Dream, like when he didn't have the power.
He was in a lead in an early Darren Aronofsky film. No, he was for sure that guy all the time.
I know, but like,
but
still, no. Just like it's just that like it seems that like the more popular, and the bigger he got, the more he thought he could be like, I want to influence my artistic style into the things that I play, and that's when things started falling apart for him. Luckily, I'm pretty sure Denis Villeneuve shut that shit down as soon as he saw it, because the only blemish on 2049 is that Jared Leto's in it, but he's actually really good in the movie.
And he's only in it for like 5 scenes,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
I need to
Ruthie?
know before you make me watch it. Does he die?
In 2049?
Yes.
No, he
that
does
always. Damn it!
no,
It always increases my enjoyment of a movie
if
when
it
he
helps,
dies.
he's barely there.
not. Yeah.
And I forget he's there. I genuinely forget he's there.
Yeah.
Because I gotta say,
you've seen the original, right?
Yes.
technically,
We did it for the podcast,
Oh, yeah,
Ed.
that's right.
again, Scotch Guard on my brain.
So,
I've seen it
yeah.
at least 3 times.
Neander Wallace is the replacement of
Tyrell. The guy who
he
made
basically
the replicants.
he was a competitor, and then with
Toast.
Tyrell dying, he basically like becomes the new leading thing and actually purchases Tyrell Core and just names
Ed,
it
you
Wallace
didn't see
Core.
it. Ed, you and lovely audience didn't see it as you were trying to explain it to me. I'm just like blinking, my eyes twitching.
Yeah,
Like she's having.
I know, but the
seizure.
lore.
But I can't remember the movie.
You don't remember Tyrell?
Vaguely?
Where
remember,
Roy Batty and
I
J.F.
remember
Sebastian.
leopard print robe.
I know,
and
but
black
do you
hair
remember Roy
and
Batty,
sunglasses.
and J.F. Sebastian in the elevator, and they're playing chess with Tyrell?
Don't
going
forget
up to
the
his
grandpa
office?
from. Sorry, too. I was talking.
You don't
Don't
remember
forget
the
the
elevator
grandpa from
scene?
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Don't forget the
My
grandpa.
God! You
Don't-
guys are both talking at me, and I'm just telling you, Scotch Guard on brain.
I know, but I want to see.
I'm telling you what I remember.
Do you remember?
I remember a man who looked like Hugh Hefner. He had the leopard print robe, the black hair, and then the 80s sunglasses. And then there's the elevator and the chest. And yes, I remember
That's
that.
Tyrell.
That is Tyrell, I know. I'm trying to communicate to you how difficult it is for my brain to retain information from Blade Runner.
Why?
It's just the thing. It's just like there's always a movie that everyone doesn't.
I literally told the entire plot of the movie without
And
notes.
that was the first time I understood the plot. Not when I watched it 2 times, maybe 3.
When it
Who's
took,
to
when it took
say?
like 20 minutes to like, or
Yeah,
15
it was like,
minutes to like this.
God, when you
synopsis
explain
the
it like
movie.
that, I want to watch it. What did I see? What the fuck?
So.
I only forgot one little detail, which was when Rachel called Rick Deckard at the whatever place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What have you guys been watching?
That Boys. It's
The Boys?
pretty mid so far. I'm
How
like 4
far into
episodes
the
in.
final? What?
I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in.
It gets bad for a little bit, and then the last episode is fucking amazing. Like it's perfect.
Okay,
No
so
notes.
also one of the things that I hate about The Boys, spoilers, skip a few seconds or so. I shipped Kimiko and Frenchie so bad.
Wait, just keep watching. Keep watching.
I shipped them so much.
Please keep watching. It makes sense. You'll see what I mean. I don't want to spoil. Just keep watching.
But why?
Careful.
Like I'm fine. I'm fine with what they're doing with Frenchie, but like I shipped Kimiko and Frenchie so hard it hurts.
Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's talked about more.
Also, Rivals of Aether 2 comes out in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I wish I had money for that.
$30.
I wish I had money for that, Ed.
It's so cheap. So cheap. Anyways.
I don't know if I can. Ruthie's the main bread maker right now, and I don't blame her.
Yeah, get into sales. You make 6 figures there easy.
All right, Ruthie, what about you?
Is it fine? Sensei, may I go all out?
Sure, I don't know what you're going to bring up.
Hector and I started watching Uzumaki.
Oh, right, yeah.
Spiders.
It's so... Yeah.
Is it bad?
It's so good.
Oh, it's good.
The first episode is really good. There is a noticeable drop in quality with episode 2, and we are hearing that 3 is going to be the same team that did 2, and 4 is the same team that did 1.
So it seems like they were probably the producers of the show, Warner Brothers, were like, no, we're not going to spend that much money. Find a cheaper team for a bit. And
honestly, I can kind of see what
How many episodes?
It's gonna have 4.
It's a miniseries.
As of recording right now, it's
We're on
only
2.
been 2.
It's at a breakneck pace, but as an Uzumaki fan, it's I am willing to look past it. I'm enjoying it. It is really good.
What I'm worried about is that he flat out said, like a spiral, it goes faster and faster
The first episode is already like, ha.
second episode that ruined a good story because of the faster pace.
Ruined, really?
I not ruined, but like it almost ruined it for me. Like it did kind of bring it down because there was a nice slowness and there was a nice let's see here. I found I had to go to work training in a town farther a good hour away from where I live. Some way out of the way, and I found a retro game store right next to the place where I had to do my training for work. And I got Infamous Second Son for $10. And that game, it my brother, I'm calling him out. He sold the family PS3 that I bought. I gave to him, so he could get games for the PS4 and the Switch. I get it,
I have your
but
PS2,
like, man,
by the way.
huh?
I have your PS2 and a lot of PS2
That's
games.
fine. You can keep it. It's fine.
Okay.
But I can't find Ape Escape 2. But point being,
I might have it.
you have Ape Escape 2?
I might. I'll look. Because your dad gave me like your PS2 and all of the games.
Oh yeah.
If you have Ape Escape 2, ooh. Anyway, my brother sold it. It had Infamous 1 and 2. Those were some of my favorite games. I don't replay games. I replayed the shit out of Infamous 1 and 2. Mainly 2. I got Infamous Second Son. It's fun. There's some noticeable flaws compared to Infamous 2. Mainly the length. But yeah. It's fun. If you can find it for cheap, I recommend getting it.
We psyched people out with like, oh, it's Hereditary. Oh no, it's The Descent. Oh no, it's Joker.
Yeah, well, the Joker 2 was like, I don't think it's gonna be in theaters long.
Yeah.
And I wanted, and it lined up so well with our anniversary. Yeah. Guys, I'm proud of us. We've done this for 4 years, on and off because of life being busy. But like, we've done this for 4 years.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not trying to start
pretty consistently, all things considered.
All things considered, yeah. No, I followed a few podcasts that have, due to life reasons, no shame on them, have kind of just stopped, or they'll come back like once or twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know. It's kind of nice that we've been able to do this pretty well. We made some friends.
Anyways, it's officially spooky season now, so join us next time for The Descent.
Dab.
We should pick the next scary movie just like already.
We already did.
No, after The Descent.
Ruthie picked it.
Wait, what did we pick?
It's the other one that you guys are gonna hate.
As Above, So Below.
As Above, So Below.
Oh god.
And
okay,
don't look at the film poster that's in Spanish. It's really pretty, but it spoils the twist in the movie.
Okay. I think the only poster I saw was with like the upside down Eiffel Tower.
Yes, that's
is that the one?
That's the original. That's the original one. There's one where they just literally take it one for one and they transpose or they translate the title literally, and then there's another poster where they translate it thematically, both the image and the name. And it kind of, for me, it kind of.
You know what's my favorite one of my favorite posters?
Huh.
You ever see the Cloverfield poster, the original Cloverfield movie?
I'm gonna look it up.
If you flip it, and then you put it next to the Cloverfield poster, it's the monster.
Oh.
Very hidden in the background. No, this one here. See the monster a little bit there. You flip it, you get the full monster.
Oh.
It's kind of cool. Someone told me once, and I looked it up, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to see Cloverfield. I've never seen Cloverfield. I like Kaiju.
I don't usually like modern posters, but no, this is good.
Yeah, and if you flip it, and then put it right next to it, you get Cloverfield. Look, you can look it up.
By the way, I looked up the actual release date of Pulp Fiction because I said it's about a 30-year-old movie. It'll be exactly 30 years old in 4 days.
Damn.
Literally Happy birthday, exactly. Pulp Fiction.
30 years old. It came out a year after I was born. Almost. A little bit less.
You're old.
You're old.
Yep. Ankle deep.
At this point, it's like mid thigh.
No. Well, 31 coming up, so
Yeah, I know. I'm excited for your
not
birthday.
mid thigh, like mid calf.
We're gonna get it's gonna be fucking wild. We're going to a metal
Metal
concert.
concert, like
That'll be cool.
metalcore, not
Metalcore,
not
yeah.
just
Metal.
metalcore.
Nah. I sent him metal and he's like, nah, it's I don't like the singing. I'm like,
It
fuck,
yeah,
okay.
like I don't know, classic metal and like other just like the classic metal is it just doesn't do it for me. I need the metalcore. I need the shit. I need the screaming. I need the.
You need also the normal singing, not
I
just the
do need a
screaming.
little bit of the normal singing too.
Hey, if you're a King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard fan, join us in our Discord. We have a Discord. We have a bunch of socials in the description. Come give us a follow. Uh, have a great day, everyone. Yeah, yeah. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day.
Maybe even a good night.
Okay, evening.
Just all right morning.
May your dusk be lit, unlike the dusk.
Yeah.
Fuck
Bye.
your Twilight, though. Bye.
Bye.
Special thanks to you, our listeners, for joining us for the 4th anniversary of Reshoot, an amateur's guide to gooder film. Apologies for the switcheroos. We saw the opportunity to revisit a classic. Today's film was Joker 2, Folie, Deux, directed by Todd Phillips. The writers were Todd Phillips and Scott Silver, and the cinematographer was Lawrence Sher. Go show some love to their various social media accounts, or to send some good vibes their way. They made a movie, which is more than we can say here. Stay tuned for our next episode, The Descent.